everyone, it's Dee again from Beauty and Delight Studio. I must apologize, I know it's been a while since my last video, but here I am posting a video for you guys. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys how to use a liquid contour. I would say liquid contour is probably one of the harder contours out of the creams, the powders, the liquids that you can use. And I'll show you what I do and the steps I do to create that really natural look and what you can do to really kick it up a notch for photos and special events. So right now I'm going to go do my base, get my complexion, my foundation and concealer on, and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so I'm back. I did my foundation, my concealer, I also put on my eyebrows, and now I'm going to get into the contouring and highlight. So today I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Duo. It's the Hollywood Contour Wand and the Hollywood Beauty Wand for highlight. So I'll show you how to use the liquid contour, and I'm going to be honest with you, I used to be scared of using liquid contour and highlight. I just thought it was just too much and I felt like I was putting on way too much product. The key is blending, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. So what we're going to do first is a lot of the liquids, this one in particular. This one you can put on top of powder. Not every liquid contour can do that. This Charlotte Tilbury one you can, so I'm just going to put it on top of my powder. And you want to make sure that you don't squeeze too much out. You want to be, especially if you're doing this for the first time, like it's so pigmented, you don't want to squeeze a lot. So just squeeze a little bit out, just a tiny bit. There you go. And then you want to apply to where the shadows would be. So underneath the cheekbone right here. And a good trick is doing this. You can see exactly where the hollows of your cheek are. Anywhere that kind of sinks in is kind of where you would want to apply the contour. The main places that people normally put contour is under the cheeks, the temples, and just above the forehead, the nose, and sometimes the jaw if they want to create more of a shape. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna, you can either dot like this, where the cheekbone is, or under the cheekbone, or you can draw a line like this, like that. So I haven't squeezed any extra. This is still left over from my first squeeze. And then you want to, if you want to go into the temple area, and then if you want a sharper chin, you can kind of like create that look right there, like that. And then a lot of people will go on the jaw, and depending on what kind of shape you want, like if you want to be a little bit more chiseled, you want to create that chiseled shape. If you want to bring in your jaw, you want to, bring it in, right? You want to draw it based on what shape you want. And then the forehead, of course, you want to dot 3 dots there. So I'm just gonna, I want that kind of shape. I want to bring in my jaw. And then the nose is the trickiest part. The nose is tricky to blend, but to apply, you just want to, where the bone is, kind of like on the side and where it sinks in. Kind of like that. Don't I look glorious? Remember to always twist it back to off so it doesn't explode. Okay, so now I have this on. I'm gonna get a brush and blend. Blending is so important when it comes to contouring. Like if you don't blend properly, it's just gonna be a blob of like dark spots everywhere. So make sure you have a really good brush. So today I'm gonna be using my Hollywood Complexion Brush from Charlotte Tilbury. Any kind of brush that's a little bit more dense is going to be really great for blending out this contour. You could even use so my foundation brush, I use a brush like this, so you can use a brush like this as well. But anything that's nice and dense, you will be able to get a nice blend out of. So let's begin. Just in circular motions first and just blend. Honestly, like I said, I'm gonna say this again, but blending is so important. You see that the cheekbone's already starting to show a little bit. And just keep blending. If you feel like you've applied too much bronzer, that's okay. Just get a clean brush that's dense as well. You can use your foundation brush and just blend that out. But be patient though. You want to make sure that you're blended enough before you go ahead with that clean brush, because sometimes you're just taking away that contour, whereas you could have just blended it out and it would have created that really nice contour. So far so good. See that really nice contour right there? So I'm just using this because I feel like I put a little bit too much on my forehead. And now we are going to blend out the nose area. The nose is the trickiest because sometimes it can look a little dirty, but we will blend it out and then we'll see how it looks. And I'm using a smaller, so it's a dual-ended. I'm using the smaller side for this one. So now that I've had the first layer of my contour on, so this just creates a really nice natural look with the liquid contour. Now I'm gonna add my highlight. So using the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm gonna put the highlight on the high points of my face. So a high point would be cheekbone. So dabbing just that, like that. And where there's a high point, the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, right there, the chin is, the brow bone, you can put it there. So I'm gonna go in with my highlighting brush from Smashbox and just blend that out. Okay, so there I put the highlight on. So I put the highlight, I put the contour on. Now I'm just gonna do my eyes really quickly, and now come back and let me know if you want a tutorial of the eye look, and then I will be more than happy to do that. So I'm gonna put some powder on right now on the edges of my nose just to lighten the contour area, because I do think it's a little bit dark. You don't want to cover the contour, you just want to make sure that the edges are not dark as well. You can still see the contour. in the theme of using liquid for my complexion, I'm also going to be using a liquid blush from NARS. It's an Orgasm liquid blush. And same idea, it's a lot of pigment, so don't pump out too much. And I would just put it on my hands first and then pump it out. And then use my finger to dab it on. And again, people get scared of using liquid blush because they might be scared of either putting too much, it's super pigmented. Again, the key is blending really nicely, otherwise you just look like a clown like I do like right now. So I'm gonna get a stippling brush like this and then just blend and stipple it. And again, if you feel like you put on too much, you just get your brush from before and blend it out. So like I said, you can see the contour. It's very, very subtle. It's very, you can still wear this every day, but say for example you're going to an event and you want to up your game when it comes to contour. You want it to show up. So you have your liquid contour right now. You can set it or add another layer on using a powder contour. So I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I'm going to get a brush like this. And then I'm just going to apply where the hollows or wherever I put my bronzer. Alright everyone, so this is my completed look. I hope you enjoyed the eye makeup. If you want me to do a tutorial on how I created this eye look, let me know and I am more than happy to do a video. But as you can see here, you have the contour, you have the highlight, and it's very subtle. It doesn't look like the shape is there. You can see it, but it's not like a whoa, like what is that? It doesn't look like it's been blended. Like the key, honestly, the key to natural contour and again natural blush when it comes to using liquid of any sort of liquid blush, liquid contour, liquid highlight, the key is blending. Having a really good brush. So like I said, I use a really dense brush like this to blend my initial contour, but then say if for example I felt like I used a little bit too much, you can use a plain foundation brush or a plain blending brush that's also dense, and it basically almost erases the extra contour, extra color you had on. Same with when I applied my liquid blush. I applied it on and I used my stippling brush to blend it out initially, but I felt that the blush was a little bit extra, so then I used the same brush to blend that out, and it just created more of a natural look. You can see my blush, you can see the contour of my face, like it's there. So this is how you create a nice natural contoured look using liquid contour. And again, you can bring it up a notch with a powder bronzer if you wanted to, but you can create that look with the liquid. Don't be afraid of liquid, it's amazing, and I think liquid is great for events if you have to take lots of photos. Liquid makeup, liquid bronzer, liquid highlight and blush, they are amazing. So I hope you learned a few tips, and I hope you're not scared to use liquid contour or liquid blush anymore. I hope these were some really good tips for you to take home and try yourself. Let me know how it goes and which is your favorite liquid contour or liquid blush, because I used them both in my video today. Have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.